Hello and welcome to my presentation for AED930 that I have entitled Attracting Students into Agricultural Education Careers. As we know, there's a tremendous teacher shortage coming, and it's no different in the state of Illinois and especially in agricultural education. And so this presentation that I would be sharing with a committee of legislators in the state of Illinois would be targeted at hopefully encouraging them to add some funding to the AgEd line item to provide scholarships for students that want to enter teacher training and become secondary middle school teachers in the state of Illinois in our many great programs. Hopefully you're all enjoying a great Independence Day, and so I wish you the best and I hope you enjoy my presentation. The source for a lot of the material that you'll see here comes from the 2021 Illinois Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources Report. Our Facilitating Coordination in Agricultural Education state staff is a team of great individuals who not only help collect and report data and information out to the many sources and support groups that are helping with agricultural education in the state of Illinois, they also help recruit teachers, they help train teachers, they help support teachers in their programs on a day-to-day basis, provide leadership training and opportunities and professional development for them, as well as work with the legislators in terms of funding and support for Illinois AgEd programming. So a lot of the information that you'll see here in the next few slides comes from material that they compile. And so I want to establish with our legislators here the impact of agricultural education over the next couple of slides. And so many legislators may not understand just what impact and how many students are we talking about in the state of Illinois. There's 32,600 some students total enrollment, and you say, well, that doesn't sound like a whole lot when you consider the entire population of students that would be in education in the state of Illinois at the secondary and middle school levels. But actually that represents one of the largest vocational programming, if not the largest vocational program in the state of Illinois. That intracurricular program of FFA also has about 20,500 members enrolled in it, which, as we know, is the premier leadership opportunity for secondary students in the country. Those students come from about 355 high schools and middle school programs statewide. And then you add in the Ag in the Classroom program, which touches nearly 500,000 students, K-12 in the state of Illinois. There's perhaps a little crossover there, but a tremendous impact in terms of the number of students in education that Illinois AgEd serves. You say, well, why is Illinois AgEd so important? Well, 25% of the workforce in Illinois is agriculture related, and it's the #1 employer in the state. So clearly it is the economic driver in the state of Illinois. Even though there's a number of other manufacturing and large business contributors, agriculture's economy is built on, or Illinois' economy is built on agriculture. So why support teacher training? And so let's look at some data here over the last 3 years. In the last 3 years, Illinois AgEd has averaged 78 AgEd teacher openings per year. But if you look at a couple of the next points here, we just have an average of about 28 students coming out, graduating from the 4 major universities in each of those last 3 years. And then another 19 that we have certified or given provisional opportunities to be hired as Illinois ag teachers through non-traditional licensure. So clearly that's a 31 teacher shortage annually. That's a tremendous number of programs that go unserved. So therefore students are not getting that opportunity to enroll in AgEd programming. In addition, there are a lot of new programs being added. Growth in AgEd programming has been tremendous in the state of Illinois. Middle school programs are adding every year, and also we have a huge shortage of vocational and industrial technology teachers, welding, building trades, things of that nature, that there is just simply no teachers graduating from university and coming into the teaching profession. And so high schools are adding second ag teachers that have some of that training and can fill that gap and serve those students. And so that's exacerbating the shortage issue that we've got in the state of Illinois. And then finally, another great thing that's changed here just in the last year, the governor signed a bill where ag science is now approved as a science credit for high school graduation, which positions some of your ag coursework to serve as a science credit for those students that prefer to take that over perhaps a biology or chemistry course as they graduate high school and get the necessary credits. So hopefully, you can see just here, we have a tremendous opportunity and a tremendous need for more really talented young individuals to serve our students in the state of Illinois in ag ed. If we continue our discussion of impact to agricultural education, I think it's not only important to highlight what we have in terms of need in the classroom and in the programs. And again, this material comes from that 2021 Illinois AFNR report that's published annually. A really foundational piece of agriculture education is the three-circle approach, and two of those other circles are the connection to industry. Ag Ed is extremely well industry aligned in its career pathway training. You can clearly go into the Ag Ed network and look at how we put students in the pipeline to fill plant and agronomy programming, animal science programming, agriculture business and economics career pathways. And there are two statewide advisory committees that guide that direction with cross-sectional support from several different industry sectors, not just in education, but in big business and animal sector and things of that nature. You see lots and lots of deep ties into industry that help guide the programming that we provide in Illinois. And then a tremendous work-based learning approach. 28% of students in Ag Ed programming in Illinois, the secondary level, participate in SAEs or supervised agricultural experiences, where they get an opportunity to have a hands-on learning project throughout their 4 years of high school. It's a tremendous opportunity for them to grow, take on leadership potential, refine their skills in science or technology. There's just a business. There's a number of training pathways, and I'd be remiss if I tried to name them all. And those SAEs, this is a staggering number to me every year whenever this FK publishes this report. In 2021, these SAEs generated almost $14 million in the economy through those experiences. It's a tremendous amount of impact that these SAEs and a tremendous experience for those students. The classrooms are very, very interactive with a great and deep tradition of experiential learning. And then there are CDE and LDE opportunities for growth, and those stand for Career Development Event and Leadership Development Events. So students have the opportunity to go out and have career training and compete in a number of different competitions, and also have leadership training in a number of different pathways in order to refine their skill set before they stretch out into a college career. And we're hoping we will attract some of them into agricultural education with your assistance. So, legislators, what can you do? I would be asking for a 10% increase in the Illinois Ag Ed line item to fund particularly scholarships for prospective Illinois Ag Ed teachers in post-secondary training. The Illinois Ag Ed line item currently sits at $5 million. So, of course, that would be a $500,000 increase. And we could determine how you want to divide that $500,000 up, whether it would be simply scholarships to, $20,000 scholarships to 25 individuals at the university level, or you could divide it up further and help more students, some that would be at the community college level, feeding into that pipeline earlier. So I think that would be a great opportunity to provide some financial incentive for students to enter Illinois Ag Ed teacher training. I would also ask for your continued support for our GAST grant, which is Growing Agricultural Science Teachers, and our Three Circles grant, which those in total allocation of that $5 million Ag Ed line item is $2.8 million, with the bulk of those dollars in the Three Circles grant, which supports actual teachers right now. And then I want to invite you to visit your local Ag Ed program. See what they're doing. It will absolutely stagger you and impress you to no end the quality, intelligence, and talent of the young students in these classrooms when they start explaining their SAEs to you, the things that they're learning in their classrooms, the leadership potential and ability that they have, whether it's working on their SAE, whether it's working on a CDE or an LDE, and the absolute passion that Illinois Ag Ed teachers have for serving their students. So I hope, legislators, you'll find inspiration through my presentation and my talk here. If you have questions, I would welcome them. But I hope that you will find inspiration and stimulation and support to increase that Illinois Ag Ed line item that will help support students directly, because we need that talent in the classroom. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a great day.